Hi Chelsea, how are you today? That's good, that's good. How are you feeling today with your first session?
Yeah, pretty good, excited.
Okay, awesome. What we've got to do first is just go through a pre-exercise questionnaire. Now this one's been done for us by Fitness First, so basically we've just got to adhere to their terms and conditions. Okay, so what I'll get you to do, if you could, just get your personal details first. Just that way we know who's in club at what time, and then basically we'll go from there. Now with all the questions in the pre-exercise questionnaire, it's important to ask about each situation individually. Just because we don't know the severity of anything that she may tick. So depending on the severity, if it's something that they do worry about, or if it's something that may be medicated, it's important to know what those medications are, what the severity is, and if need be, before we start our first session, we may need medical clearance. So basically, do you have any heart conditions or anything like that? No. So any family history of heart disease or anything like that? Or arthritis? Any asthma? No. Diabetes? Epilepsy? High or low blood pressure? Okay, cool. So have you ever experienced any pain or tightness in the chest? Good. Heart palpitations? Any major injuries? Hospitalizations or anything like that? Okay, perfect. Any back pain? Okay, awesome. Any chronic fatigue or cough? Alright, and just ask this question basically, are you pregnant at this certain time? Okay, cool. I'm always nervous about asking that question. Obviously I wouldn't ask a male, so that's fine. So you've obviously, before coming here, you've got some medical clearance basically just to, yeah, you're all good to go. Awesome. So if that's all good, can I please just get you to sign there? Okay. Perfect. So we're all good to go. Now if you'd like, we'll get started with your first session and see how we go from there. Awesome. Alrighty, so basically what we're going to do first is a cardio test, just to get her blood flowing and just a bit of oxygen into the muscles before we start her strength program. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing is just a torque test. Basically just to see if she's getting adequate oxygen into the system, and we'll just see how her fitness level is like that, okay? So Chelsea, would you like to just press the quick start for me? Okay. Now, just using the toggles or either of these buttons, I'll just get you to put it up to, say, 4.5 for me. So basically by just doing a light intensity workout, she's not going to be working too hard. It's just going to be something to get the blood flowing, like I said, and get a bit of oxygen into the system. So how was your day today?
Not bad.
Okay, cool. What is it you do for work?
I work in sales.
Okay, nice. Do you enjoy sales?
It's alright.
What's your favourite thing about sales?
Get to meet heaps of people.
Okay, cool. Did you meet anyone interesting today? I heard there's a guy, Shane, that you work with. Mate, he's a bit of a character. Tell me a bit about him.
Yeah, we call him the ringmaster, hey?
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a bit of an interesting character.
Yeah, nice.
To say the least.
Okay.
He's big.
Yeah.
Tall.
Oh, really tall. Okay, cool. I've heard he's very tall. I'll have to see him myself.
Yeah.
So if you could, I'll just get you to just make a nice stride walk as you normally would. Just take your hands off the bar for me. Cool. And I'll just get you to raise the incline a little bit for me, just by, say, up to 2.0. Okay. So what got you into your training?
I used to play soccer.
Okay, cool. Is that something you want to get back into?
Oh, I'd like to, yeah. Since I have a little bit more free time.
Yep. All right, awesome. Would you be playing for a local club?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Probably something in the area.
Nice. Awesome. So basically by doing this, you can see as she's talking, she gets a little bit out of breath. Basically what this means is that her body is struggling to, one, keep up steady movement, and then two, basically keep up the conversation as well. So her breathing is out of balance, meaning that she's getting less oxygen into the system, okay? Okay, so our first strength test, strength exercise rather, is going to be a dumbbell chest press. Basically what we're going to be using is a light weight of 7.5 kilos, being that it's the first session, something light just so that she can get used to the movement. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is just do her basic cues, show her how to perform the exercise, and then from there we'll go through 2 to 3 sets of say about 10 to 12 reps, just depending on how she fatigues and how her muscle responds to the exercise. Okay? Okay, so Chelsea, basically what you want to be doing, set yourself up in the seat first, feet shoulder width apart, feet planted in place. Basically from here, set up from the knees. First thing you want to do, head up, shoulders back. From there, you move the weights to your shoulders. Okay, engage the core, chest up. Lower yourself down to the bench. Push through the chest, through the elbows. Pick a point in the ceiling where you want to be pushing to, just in order to basically keep a straight line. And repeat the movement. Exhale through the push. Inhale through the release. Exhale. And inhale. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Chelsea's going to perform the exercise. And then we just give her normal cues and spot her if need be. Watch her form, make sure that she's doing the exercise correctly. Okay? Come back. That's it. Now tighten that core. Push your belly button into the bench. Right. At a right angle. That's it. Perfect. Okay, pick a spot in the ceiling, push her up. Awesome. Nice slow contraction form, okay? Good breathing, good exhale. How's that weight? Good. Awesome. Let's just do another 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, come together in the middle, that's it. 4, last one, and 5. Perfect. Get you to do 12 reps for me. Now this second set is performed after adequate rest. 30 to 40 seconds is what I'd say for resistance training. Remember that breathing? Bring your shoulders out to the side for me. Much better, much better. It's very important to keep hydrated whilst training, just in order to get, you know, enough water to the muscles and prevent cramp. Watch that push, nice and slow. That's it. A little bit more depth for me. Perfect. Okay, so our next strength exercise is going to be a single arm row. This one we're going to be doing performed on a bench, lightweight again, 7.5, just to keep a nice balance between the chest and back, so push and pull. Basically, the whole idea behind this exercise is to pull through the elbow and to isolate the lats, okay? So basically, one knee on the bench, and this leg's going to come out to the side, okay? Brace with that same side arm. Basically what we're going to do is make sure that the core is engaged, okay? And basically head at a neutral state, pull through the elbow and squeeze at the back, okay? Exhaling on the pull. It's important to feel the squeeze through the back, so pull through as much as possible, right into the waist. We're going to be doing 10 to 12 reps. Again, 3 to 4 sets, just depending on the fatigue rate and how she's going with the weight. Okay. So Chelsea, I'll get you to set up on the same side for me. Okay. Like I said, knee on the bench. Now just bring that foot out a little bit wider for me, just to help stabilise a little bit more. Okay. Now make sure that the back is nice and straight. Hands up. Okay. Now just get you to grab that weight for me. Now pull your belly button into your spine. Okay. And shoulders back. Now pull right into your chest. Perfect. Nice little pause at the top. That's perfect. Get you to focus on that breathing as well. Beautiful. really good squeeze, really good to get the blood flow into the lats, and just help really get the isolation into those lats. Okay? So we're going to be doing both sides here, just in order to stop from any imbalances or anything like that. Okay? Really good, Chelsea. How's that weight feel?
Good.
So I'll bring the weight over to the side. So exactly the same thing. Remember, start from the bottom down. So plant your feet first, then the arm, the back, really got into the spine. Lift the head a little bit, shoulders back. Awesome. Now start to pull. Perfect. Pull it a little more into this section. Beautiful. Good squeeze at the top, really isolating that lat. Perfect. Now, how does the weight feel on different sides?
This is definitely a weaker side.
Okay, perfect. So basically by doing a dumbbell row, because you're working two different sides at separate times, you can, like I said, help relieve imbalances. So rather than doing a bent over row with a bar, we're doing it with a dumbbell just to help relieve those imbalances. And then when we get a little bit more advanced, we can go into a barbell row. That's really good, nice and slow, perfect. Really nice. Awesome. Okay, so after a quick rest and a little bit to drink, we're ready to go for our second set. So what we're going to do is really just focus on that form, everything's planted in, shoulders back nice and straight, belly button into the spine, and we'll start the exercise. Perfect. Really good squeeze on the top, that's really good job. Breathing perfect, exhaling release. Perfect. That's really good. Now how does this feel for the second set?
Yeah, not bad.
Perfect. Same thing, we'll do the other side again. Let's set up at the feet. Awesome. Core engaged. Just pick that head up a little bit for me. Perfect. Back a little more. That's it. Great. Two more. One and two. Perfect. Okay, so basically what we've just done is a single arm row. Now with that, basically there are people that suffer from lower back pain. So if that is the case, what we can do is regress to a standing movement just to take the pressure off the lower lumbar and just keep everything neutral, everything straight in an upright position. So basically what we're going to do is what's called a single cable row. What's going to happen is we're going to have a staggered stance. This leg is going to be the anchor, and what's going to happen is, like we do the single cable row, everything starts from the bottom up. So stability through the legs. The back leg allows a little bit of rotation just to get that full squeeze through the lats. And the core is going to be fully engaged just to make sure that lower back is supported as well. So shoulders back, hands nice and neutral just on the hip here, and just pull through the rep. Like we would the single arm row with the dumbbell. Exhale through the pull, inhale through the rest. So we have a relatively low weight, about 4 kilos, 2 plates on the cable, just to make sure that we're not putting any risk to the lower back, because even though it is a light weight and we're doing it in a horizontal fashion or a vertical fashion, basically what we're trying to do is just relieve as much pressure from the lower back as possible. Okay. So Chelsea, I'll just get you to do that as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab the cable with this arm. Okay. Nice long stance for me. Okay, just bring that back for me. Okay. Now, engage that core for me. Shoulders back. And chest up a little bit. Awesome. Basically what you're going to do is just pull right through. Yep. Awesome. Allow for a little bit of rotation just to get that isolation through the lat as well. As you can see, what we're trying to relieve is no lockout on the elbows, just to make sure that we're not putting any pressure on the joints either. Okay. So with this, it's going to be the same rep range, around 10 to 12. It's just a regressed version of the single arm dumbbell row, just to relieve the pressure of the lower lumbar. Okay, I'll just get you to switch sides for me now. That's it, perfect stance. Back from the ground up, core in, shoulders back, and pull through. Awesome. Really good breathing. That's it. That's really good. Same as before, we try to do both sides, just in order to relieve any imbalances within the muscles within the back. Keep that elbow nice and tight into the body. Okay, for our last strength exercise, basically what we're going to be doing is a weighted lunge. So with this, I like to do them with dumbbells. I don't like to do anything behind the neck, only because it is a bit unstable, just depending on your fitness level and your experience with training. Okay, so basically the idea behind it is to really engage the quads. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, it's not going to be walking lunges. It's just going to be a step, lunge down, up, and then step back. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing is once we step back, reset with the next leg, lunge down, up, and back. Okay, so with added weight, we're going to bring more resistance to the workout, putting a little bit more stress on the quads, giving them a bit more of an intense workout. Okay, so what we're going to be aiming for is 10 on each leg, 20 reps all up, 3 sets. Obviously, depending on the fatigue level and how the client is responding, we've just got to be wary of how much they can cope with, and if we need to, we can drop the weight. Okay. So the main idea again: step forward, chest up, lunge down, up, and back. Switch legs, lunge down, up, and back. Okay. It's important to reset on each step, just to make sure that we have our stability intact, and just to make sure that we're doing it in a safe manner. Okay. Right, Chelsea, so basically with that same demonstration, first of all I'll get you to do it unweighted. Okay. Same thing. Lift up. Nice. Now with your feet, make sure that they're nice and shoulder width apart. That way you've got good stability through each leg. Okay? Good. Feel around just to see that you are engaging each muscle. Okay. Nice and hard. Awesome. How does that feel? Good. Awesome. Are you confident to go with some weight now? Okay, so being that it's her first session with me, I don't want to overexert her. I'm not sure of what her fitness level is, so this is purely for my knowledge of what she's capable of doing. So basically what we're going to be doing, Chelsea, are you confident in adding a bit of weight?
Yeah, a little bit of weight.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with 1 kilo dumbbells, just to add a little bit of stress to the quads, see how her body responds to the exercise, see how stable she is, and then basically we'll assess if we need to digress the exercise or anything like that, okay? So just get you to pick these up for me, nice strong back. Perfect. So the same as your non-weighted lunges, shoulder width apart, okay? And then basically step through, lunge down, straight back up, step back, okay? Perfect. Nice. Don't be afraid to take time for this exercise, just so that you can make sure that everything's nice and stable, okay? Very important thing to do is to make sure that the core is engaged through the whole thing, okay? Exhale through, press. That's it. Inhale. Good breathing, Nice, straight back. Really good. And how does that that weight feel?
Yeah, good.
Okay, awesome. And you feel very stable on your feet?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So with this, like I said, we'll do 2 to 3 sets, 10 reps on each leg, 20 over, okay? Okay, so basically what we can do for people who suffer from knee pain is we can simply just regress the lunge to a similar movement, just of less strain to the muscle. So what we do is basically we just find a step, depending on the severity of the knee pain. We'll basically determine how high the step needs to be. So what we're going to do is just start off real basic, just a normal step as you would find at home or even at the shops. Just a normal functional movement that you find in everyday life. So exactly the same movement, only we're going to come up with 2 legs. So step up, and step back. So basically the whole idea behind this movement is to mimic that of the lunge, just without so much stress on the muscle. At a lower angle, you're able to manipulate how much stress is put on the joint of the knee. And like I said, depending on the severity of it, come up higher, depending on the severity of the knee pain. Okay? So Chelsea, I'll just get you to do that nice and lightweight. As you move the lunge, make sure that everything's nice and stable. Head up, straight forward, one step first. Okay, and then just step up. Okay? Perfect. Step up with the other leg.
Oh, yeah.
That's alright. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So basically what we're doing as well is we're working out the coordination skills as well. So by doing this, we add a little bit more stimulus into the muscle, basically dictating how much the stabilizers are firing as well. Now, how does that feel? A little bit better on the knee?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so this is going to be our cardio endurance component to the session. So we've just finished our strength. Next we're going to do some innovative cardio. She really enjoys her boxing. But just to start off, we're going to do some endurance. Okay. The basic idea behind this is just to see how she takes in oxygen. And then basically what we're going to do is do 3 rounds. So it's going to be low intensity, mid intensity, and then a high intensity. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and 1 minute. We're going to rest for 30 seconds, and then we're going to go again. We're going to do that for about 3 rounds. And basically with that, what I'll do is basically just see how she fatigues and how she really gets her breath, okay? Alright, so Chelsea, I'll just get you to put it up to level 2 for me. We'll just go for 2 minutes. How's that resistance feeling?
Yeah, not bad.
Nice and low, you could do that for a bit?
I could.
Okay, awesome. So as she does this, she does a nice long stride. We try to make sure that her breathing is perfect. So try to exhale through the mouth if you can. Just that way you're taking a little bit more oxygen, you exhale, come and go outside. Okay. So we're coming up to the 2 minute mark, so we've got 30 seconds. We'll go up to level 5, and this will be your mid-range. Right. 25 more seconds on the clock. How are you feeling after your strength component?
Yeah, good.
Awesome. Is it something you enjoyed?
I do like the strength.
Okay, awesome. Is there any particular area that you want to work on?
My arms.
Alright, perfect. We'll get that in next session. Alright, so let's bump it up to level 5. Okay. So here we get a little bit more resistance, a little bit more work through the legs, going to have to push through a little bit harder. So we're adding a little bit more stress to both the cardiorespiratory system and just basically through the musculoskeletal system as well. Alrighty, so this round we're going for 2 minutes, 20 seconds down. How's this one feeling?
Yeah, good.
Awesome. Nice good stride. Is cardio something you normally do?
It is, yeah.
Awesome. What kind of cardio have you done in the past?
I like a bit of interval training.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. The next round that we do is going to be a little bit of intervals with your boxing as well, so that's something that you might enjoy.
Yeah, sweet.
So almost 1 minute down, 1 more minute on here, and then we're going to go to a high intensity. Basically what I want you to do is just really belt it out a little bit, okay? Just to get that heart rate up, you're going to burn some calories, alright?
So going at a faster pace as well.
Yeah, faster pace as well. Not so much a sprint, just more of a run if you will.
Okay, cool.
Okay? How do you feel with that? We'll get you there, we'll get you there. So by doing this as well, we get blood flow through the whole body again. Not just the certain areas that we were training through our strength component. Doing the chest press, we're getting blood into the chest. Doing the row, we're getting blood into the quads. Into the back. Okay, and then with the step ups and the lunges, we're getting a bit more blood into the quads. Okay, this we're just going to be getting more blood through the whole system. Okay, so here comes the speed round up to level 8 for me. Nice long stride. Get that breathing down, okay? Perfect. Just a minute for this one. How does this level feel?
Yeah,
Good. Like I said, we're going to do this 3 times. Alright? We're going to see how you recover. Alright. Good. 30 seconds down. Pick up the speed a little bit more. Perfect. Nice. Now coming into a second session, if we do this kind of round again, we can look into going into a bit more high intensity, now that we've kind of seen how she breathes and how she recovers and everything like that. Okay, 10 seconds left. Okay, after the 10 seconds, just bring it down to level 2 and go nice and steady. And then we'll do, it's just a bit of active rest, okay? Just to see how your endurance is. How did that first round feel?
Yeah, alright.
Good. Bit out of breath. Nice. How's the blood flow?
Yeah, good.
Awesome. Have a drink for me. Stay nice and hydrated. Okay. Next exercise we'll do is we'll go into a row. Different movement again. And then basically see how she responds to a different stimulus rather than just a cross trainer, something that she's used to. We'll jump into a row and we'll do a little bit more different cardio based workout. Right, so the next exercise after our cross trainer, like I said, we'll go into a row. Basically what I'm going to do here is just see what her recovery is like, what her endurance is like. So with the row, she's incorporating a lot of different muscle groups, big compound movement coming right through the body. So what we're going to do is go for a 400-meter row and then basically back down to a nice steady state, and we'll have that active rest for about 20 seconds. And then we'll go for another 400-meter row just to see how long it takes her to get to each point. So the first one, the second one, and the third one, just to see what her recovery is like and what her endurance is like through the cardio state. Okay? So Chelsea, I'll just get you to start a row there and I'll set it up for you. Just going to go for a row. Display so you can see the meterage. Okay, perfect. So let's go for a 400-meter row. Nice, steady, big, strong strides. Okay. Perfect. Right up the chest. Good. Remember to exhale. Long pull. Good. Perfect. So you're very familiar with the roll?
Unfortunately.
it's always fun. It's always been fun. At least it's not an AMRAP. There's as many rounds as 400. We're just going to do 3 rounds. Okay. So already at 40 seconds, we're 150 metres into our row. So being that she's only doing 400 metres, she's going to get to that first round fairly quickly. I'm interested to see what her endurance is like. Just to see how her body takes in more oxygen in order to get those muscles to get more energy. Okay? Obviously the creatine deposits in a muscle are going to be depleted, so there's short bursts of energies for these 400 metres are going to be in short supply after this first stint. Okay? Okay, so we're almost at that 300 metre mark. Last 100 metres. Nice and steady, that's perfect. It's really good. 50 metres left. Like I said, obviously if you come down to a nice, steady, slow pace, just to activate it, okay? 10 metres. Okay, nice and steady. So that took you 1 minute 50, okay? So keep rolling, just nice and steady. Nice and steady. So we're up to round 2 in about 20 seconds. So about 30 seconds rest, just active rest, just to keep the blood flow, and obviously just test that endurance a little bit more, just by keeping the body moving. Obviously she's going to be getting more oxygen, but it's, like I said, it's only going to be in short supply because she's keeping her body under a certain level of stress. Okay? So ready in 3, 2, 1, let's go 400 metres, let's go. So as you can probably tell, she wasn't too enthused for that second round. We'd like to keep things interesting through each of our PT sessions, okay? So as you can see here, her speed's slowly going down. She's used that active rest. She's just finished on the cross trainer, so her endurance is being tested a fair amount. With that being said, her speed has actually picked up a little bit. That's probably just because the body's nice and loose, getting full range of motion, the fan's moving at a high pace. Okay. Basically what we'll do is we'll finish this round and have 30 seconds rest, and then we'll do round 3. We'll just do a short assessment just to see how she felt, so that we can bring that back. We'll leave it in the next session. Okay, so the next round that we're going to do, it's going to be further down into the club, a little bit more extra lighting, a little more room to run, just because we're going to be doing a lot of movement back and forth, just to make it innovative cardio. Now, with people with high blood pressure, if they do have a history of high blood pressure, because it is interval work, there's going to be spikes in the heart rate, causing the blood pressure to rise. Now, like I said, if they already have high blood pressure, it may be wise to deter them away from interval training. With that being said, depending on the severity of their high blood pressure and if they've got clearance from their doctor to do interval training, as long as we've got clearance from their health professional, we may be able to do it, but even so, I would just keep away from doing interval training just to keep that blood pressure at a steady state and just keep to your cardio endurance. Okay, now prior to our first meeting, which is where it was tonight, I got in touch with Chelsea just in order to see what kind of exercise she enjoys. She said that she enjoys boxing a little bit, so what I've done is incorporate a little bit of boxing into her session, just to spice things up a bit, make it nice and interesting for her, keep her engaged. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is a bit of innovative cardio. So it's going to be a circuit in such a sense, quick intervals of endurance uppercuts. Basically run down to the end, touch the wall, run back, quick uppercuts again. So basically what we're going to do is come down, run to the wall. We're going to do an up down, which is basically drop yourself to the floor, chest touch the floor, jump back up, run back, and uppercuts again. So what the ratio is going to be is 10 punches, run, 1 up down, run back, 20 punches, run down, 1 up down, run back, 30 punches, up until 50 with 5 up downs. Okay, so basically I'll just demo what that's going to look like. So depending on what her dominant foot is, going to engage the core just to make sure the rotation is complete. Okay, and then just come through uppercuts, nice and powerful. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, until 20, and then obviously we'll get more intense as we get to 50 punches. Okay, we'll do this about 4 times. Again, watching how she fatigues, we'll make sure that she stays hydrated and just see that make sure that she's getting enough oxygen. We're going to look at doing rests of 30 seconds between each set, which means we're going to do nice long intervals. Okay. 10 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One back, one up, down. That's it. Come back, 20 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 2 up, down. So straight down, straight back up. Straight down, straight back up. 30 punches. Pick up that feet, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 30. 3 up, down. That's it. 1, 2, nice and strong. 3, 40 punches, nice turn out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40. 4 up, down. 1, that's it, nice and strong. Last one. All right, last round, 50 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40, 50. Last one. Come on. 2, test to the floor. 3, last 2. 4, last one. Nice and strong. Alright, good work. So now that we're done with our strength component, our cardio and our innovative cardio, what we'll do is we'll ensure to cool down properly, just to make sure that blood circulation is throughout the body, blood pressure is brought down, and the core temperature is brought down to normal state. Best way to do that is by stretching and just a normal cool down. So when the workout's done, just light cardio, just to get the breathing back and everything like that. Okay, so what I'll get you to do is basically start off in a lunge position. Just lower your body down. Okay, just send out this first leg, nice and stretched, so we're getting a full stretch to get your foot up. Okay, and then from there, I'll switch it back. Just in order to manipulate and make your legs get a full stretch through the squat. Okay. Okay, so basically what we'll do is I'll get you to come down into a hip flexor stretch. So just on the mat, just so that we don't make it anymore. Come forward on that head. Just try and really feel the stretching down. Now what I'm going to do is just assist on the back. Okay, get that toe pointing to there for me. Alright. Now just get your toes towards you. How's that feel? By doing the assisted stretch, you can basically keep track of your client's flexibility. It's important to stretch before and after. after each workout, just so that we've got full mobility and the muscles are ready for each workout, both before, immediately before the workout and after. Okay, so I'm just going to release that nice and slow for you. The next stretch that we're going to do is basically just a pectoral stretch, just to open up the rib cage and just make sure that we get a nice deep stretch through the pecs, okay? Nice and easy one. You can do this with a training partner if you're not with a PT. But basically all it is staggered stance. So basically we're just going to mirror each other, okay? What's going to happen, it's going to match up here at shoulder height, okay? And then basically she's just going to push against the resistance of my arm, getting a nice deep stretch through her pectoral leg, okay? Like I said, we'll stretch each side for a number of seconds, 30 seconds on each side, just to enable a nice deep stretch. That's it. Shoulder height and push. As you can see, she keeps her posture straight as she goes through the stretch. Like I said, just opening up the rib cage, keeping good breathing pattern. At the end of each session, it's good to converse with your client just to make sure that they're enjoying it, they're staying engaged. Just that way that they keep returning. Also helps with referral business as well. So yeah, basically we'll just go through a little bit of summary just through the workout. So Chelsea, how did you enjoy everything?
Yeah, really good.
Awesome. How's the body feeling?
Yeah, really nice.
Got your breath back and everything like that? Awesome. Is there anything that you've really enjoyed?
I love the boxing.
Okay, awesome. So what we'll do next time is we'll incorporate more boxing into the next session. Is it that cardio-based kind of workout that you enjoy doing, or is it specifically just the boxing?
No, the boxing, we're doing the heart rate up. I like the cardio as well.
Okay, awesome. So what I might do next time is I'll lower the strength and endurance cardio, and we'll focus a little bit more on the boxing, just so we can get your technique up and we'll start doing some more combos.
Sweet.
Awesome.